Hello all, welcome to Life Skills from Sanskrit. I'm Jigar. Today we are going to look at a couplet that talks about the importance of humility and keeping our ego in check. So without wasting any time, let's just jump into it. Dane tapasi shaurye cha vignane vinayene vismayo nahi kartavyo bahuratna vasundhara. Let me repeat that. Dane tapasi shaurye cha vignane vinayene Vismayo nahi kartavyo bahuratna vasundhara. What we are going to do is we're going to divide this into two bits and then look at them individually. Now, let's have a look at the first bit. Dane tapasi shaurye cha vignane vinaye naye. So what this first bit tells us is there are 5 things. When and if you do it, you do not need to boast about it. You do not feel pride. Because what you need to do is when you do those things as a human being, well, it's just your duty to do it. So don't feel pride, don't let it go to your head, and definitely do not try to show off that you've done one of those things. What are those things? The first one, they say, dane means dan means charity. That means if you're giving something away, be it money, your time, anything, if you're doing any kind of donations, please do not boast about it. Doing good is a good thing, but boasting about doing good, definitely not a good thing, according to this couplet. Then tapasi, penance, or whatever kind of religious things you're doing. Basically, at the end of the day, if you do it, keep it to yourself, keep it secret. If you boast about God, if you boast about what you do for penance, it just takes away the humility from it. Shaurya, bravery. That's the third one. Again, if you're brave, if you did a good thing, if you saved somebody, if you had done an act of bravery, if people see it and give you credit for it, that's a good thing. But if you go around and boast about it, again, definitely not a good sign. You do not want to get it to your head. The next one is vignane. That means knowledge, skills that you've acquired. Now, it's good to tell people about what skills you've got, what knowledge you've got, because you want to sell yourself sometimes, for an example, when you want to get a job. But then boasting about it and making feel bad about the knowledge that they don't have, okay, not a good sign of being a good human. Then, vinay. If you're kind, if you're nice, you do not want to definitely boast about it, because people will notice it and people will respond to your kindness and your niceness. So definitely being kind is not something to boast about, and telling people around you, saying that, well, I'm a very nice person. So this first bit of the couplet gives us those 5 things. Dane, tapasi, shaurye, vignane, and vinay. We should not be boasting about it. So let's have a look at the second bit. Vismayo nahi kartavyo bahuratna vasundhara. Well, then why does it say, well, if all those 5 things are actually fairly good, if you're doing those things, people should know about it. Well, what this couplet is trying to tell us is that if you're doing those things, it's a very good sign. You are a good human being, but then it doesn't mean that you're being humble if you keep boasting about it. And one of the biggest virtues that a nice human being has is being humble. So that's what you want to do. And if you make it a thing about your ego, if you start feeling pride about it, then what does this couplet remind you? It says, Bahuratna Vasundhara. Vasundhara means this world. Remember, there are always better people than you in this world. Bahuratna. So let's have a look at the couplet. Dane tapasi shaurye cha vignane vinayene vismayo nahi kartavyo bahuratna vasundhara. My take on this couplet is one should never boast about their charity, penance, bravery, knowledge, and kindness, as there is always someone better in the world. So make sure your good things increase humility in you, makes you more humble, rather than a braggy person who takes it onto their egos and boast about it. Thank you for joining me today. Stay positive, stay tuned.